Hello buddy, welcome to Jim Games. Yes, you've seen this video footage already, okay? Don't get your knickers in a twist, okay? I'm doing the full review, so if you don't understand Yorkshire, right, put the subtitles on, right? Put them on, go on, stick the subtitles on. Anyway, this is my full review. I'm not doing a part review or anything, just a full review of Starfield, okay? I've been playing it for 8 hours since launch, which was today, and I'm going to tell you something here and now. I am not a happy bunny, okay? And it's not for the reasons that other content creators had, okay? Because a lot of that revolved around the bitterness that the other platforms couldn't play it, okay? That's not to do with it. A lot of it's to do with me, is to do with the button controls. I really didn't like the button controls at all. You know, I wanted one single button to cycle through all the weapons. And you might be saying to me, well, Jim, you can. Well, I didn't see it, right? So all my thumbs are getting tongue-tied all the time, right, with the buttons. The graphics in the game are incredible. They are brilliant graphics, but graphics aren't everything in a game. And I've been trying to instill this into you folks for a while now. Graphics aren't everything, okay? This game here is trying to be a No Man's Sky, but better. And it was nowhere near, gets anywhere near No Man's Sky at all, in any way. And it's always that saying that people say, it's best the devil you know, right? And it's true in the case with me and No Man's Sky. Okay, this is why I'm staying on No Man's Sky. For now, this will not be my second game. I'm not going to make it a truly critical review like I would other games. But all this is, potentially, is a boomer shooter. If you don't know what a boomer shooter is, I've got footage of a boomer shooter coming up soon, right? A boomer shooter is Doom, Quake. You know, running around with a gun, shooting everything, okay? That's a boomer shooter, right? This is what this does. It's supposed to be an exploration game, but you get stuck in the narrative, right? You get stuck in the missions, the side missions, the side storylines. Goodness me. You go along on the first mission, right? And then you get sidetracked along the way. You can get sent in prison like I were, right? And then you get another mission in your log. You can carry on with the main mission, but your log just fills up with so many different missions. It's unbelievable. And I just wanted to stay on track, and you lose track straight away in this game. And people say that is to do with being able to play an open world game. It's not. I like to stay on track, me personally, and just get on with the game, play the game. Okay, if it was a storyline. Now then, boomer shooter time. This is a boomer shooter that's on the screen, as you can see. Does it look like Starfield? Yeah, so it's got elements of open world in Starfield, right? Yeah, you can walk for a long period of time, but the environments aren't very hospitable. You don't really see that many, you know, paradise planets with amazing things on it. They're usually rocky moons and Mars-looking planets, and also Mars. And Earth didn't look like Earth, so, you know, I didn't know how to put it. You know, it'd have been good if you had ground craft, right? But you don't get them, right, in this game. I'm trying not to be too negative, okay? I don't want to be one of those reviewers that's reviewing the game that's really negative, right? So if you like boomer shooters like you've got in the background here, right? Starfield is the type of thing you like. First person shooting all the way down the line. One of those games. And it is. It's more first person shooting, right, than it is open world game. Because the amount of times you get caught up in some kind of skirmish, if it's not on land or in space, you know, well, that wasn't a right good analogy, was it, folks? But you do, you get in a lot of freaking skirmishes. A lot of skirmishes all the time. The space battles annoyed the crap out of me, you know. I just wanted to explore the planets, but you go to one system and then there were freaking pirates, whoever they were, in that system waiting for you, and you had to fight about 5 ships just to progress. And then all the bases on the planets all look the same. They look like research facilities or mines, you know, and there was no variation in that type of thing. So I don't know. I don't know if it got any didn't verify any better later on, right? But I only did 8 hours worth of gameplay, and I found the actual graphics and the maps really, really repetitive, you know. And on top of the button pressing, and it wasn't very intuitive regarding the buttons. Okay, there's too much learning curve for a game, right? You know, you want an open world game to either be relaxing and to have plenty of puzzles, not too much narrative, right? And give you the choice to do what you want. It does that in No Man's Sky, right? But this game, this Starfield game, doesn't. It's mainly narrative and first-person shooting. Anyway, I did a review on Fallout 4, and my review for Fallout 4 was horrible, right? I thought it was a horrible game, Fallout 4, so I gave it a really bad review. Yeah, and that's the reason why. Bethesda, what they need to do is take out a lot of this freaking gun-toting first-person shooting, right? Put on some like exocraft in No Man's Sky, the stuff that you can go along the surface of planets in, right? And just explore. Let people explore more. Take the freaking pirates out, right? Make the pirates less. Put in some kind of creative mode in there so you can just explore. Because the missions and the narrative and the different side missions, just over the top. You know, there's too many of them and it just bored me. See, I'm not bothered about games being glitchy, right? Because I play No Man's Sky. I'm used to it, right? And Bethesda games do that. But it's just, I just didn't like it, okay? Maybe I might go back to it in a year's time when they've launched a few patches, okay? I'll be fair like that. I'm not going to say I'll never come back. But at the moment, I don't think it's the game for the channel. And I don't like the fact it's not multi-platform. So PlayStation, Mac and, you know, Nintendo Switch can't play this game, right? And I've always said on this channel, I will only feature games where it's all multi-platform. So that's it, folks. Starfield review as best I could do, okay? I only did 8 hours gameplay. The game might get better later on, but I didn't like it. I want a fan. Not a fan. And I do space games, okay? Too much hype. But No Man's Sky was too much hype originally. Anyway, folks, this has gone on long enough. Thank you all for watching the video. Really appreciate it. Back onto No Man's Sky, and I'll see you in the next video. Chatty bye.